Okay, when we first come into the Kasten interface and it's initially logged into, you're going to get the quick tour and the ability to kind of poke around and do a little discovery. This is normally what you're going to see. And I'm just going to go past these. We're going to get applications, policies, and usage reports. Those are the three that are there. Okay, we'll scroll down a little bit. What we're after, because we want to add Cloudian to this, okay, we're going to go into settings, okay? And inside of settings, we're looking for locations. We're going to manage cloud location settings. Okay, that's where we're at now by default. So I'm going to click New Profile, okay? And inside of this, let me scoot this over just a little bit so we can see it better. Inside of here, I'm just going to call this Cloudian. And then I'm going to go down and do S3 compatible. Then I'm going to put my access keys in. And again, prior to pulling up the interface, I went into the Cloudian management console, the CMC, and I created two separate buckets. I also created a specific user, okay, so I could get access keys and secret keys. There we go, drop that in there. And here's my secret. And it's okay that I'm going to leave that access key in there because I'm deleting this account before I ever post this video for you guys. Okay, now I'm looking for the endpoint that's here. Okay, one of the things to remember when you're adding this, make sure we get all the spaces and all those kind of goodies out of there. Region, it needs to match, okay? And this happens to be US West. And then my bucket names, I'm using one of the bucket names that I've already created. This one is called Kasten. I also created one called Kasten Lock. Okay, all one word, all lowercase. If I were using the one that's called Kasten Lock, inside of my Cloudian Management Console, I've ticked the little box that says create object lock or make it immutable. I would also then tick this. Both of these have to be ticked in order for it to function correctly with those immutable backups. There's my bucket. There's all those things. I'm going to go down here. Let me scroll this up a little bit so you can see. Right here, this little blue button that's a little bit off screen. It's going to say Save Profile. I click Save Profile. Created successfully. And now I'm going to go back up and pull this down, and you can see my location for this profile is Cloudian. It's generic S3. US West is the region. The name of the bucket is Kasten, and here's my endpoint. Okay, just that simple. What did that take? 45 seconds? Probably took 2 minutes on the Cloudian side and to create the buckets, set them up, those kind of things. And if we go back over to my dashboard, I want this right here, then I have an option and I can go in here down to backup policies, create a new policy. And inside of here, as one of my policy options, you will see I have Cloudian. So now I can drop those into that profile and dump those things off into the Cloudian S3 object storage. Just that simple. Spend some time with the Kasten K10 product. It is awesome. If you're doing anything with Kubernetes, you need to back it up. But one thing we know about Veeam, Veeam just works. Kasten is a sister product of that, actually developed and then purchased by Veeam. It's a great tool. You will enjoy using it. Protect your Kubernetes, but more than that, protect it using Kasten and Cloudian together. Have a great week.